44% fracking water complaint rate, including that artificially low figure, because, again, the PADP encouraging that voluntary restitution. So we could look at other states, right? Because we know that PA is not a good record keeper here, again, as the PA Auditor General himself has noted. There is no centralized national system to record fracking complaints. We actually have no consolidated database at all in order for us to pull any information about this whatsoever. It's a little bit scary. So we can look at an actual example from Scenery Hill, which, and again, I'm somewhat new to the area. I believe that's fairly close. That is in Washington County. As we may know, this is actually the most fracked county in Pennsylvania, Washington. They analyzed a 13-year-old boy as an example. They did a urine analysis on him. They found him to contain 11 harmful chemicals: benzene, toluene, naphthalene, and others, all of which are from fracking. Little concerning. My wife is pregnant. We're starting a family here. Why would anybody move to this location? Why would anybody want to start a family in this township, in this county, in this state? We have a rare opportunity here right now to make a difference. We can sit here and talk about site remediation. It's pointless. You'll all be dead. I'll be dead. That's 50 plus years out. Who cares? Let's talk about the next 10 years, the next 20 years, the impact that that's going to have on our families. That's just the water, and that's just the water pollution. Let's keep going to water runoff. It's ironic that on the meeting list agenda today, we have Lobbs Run Road and we have Pumpkin Center Road. Significant issues on both of these. I would have to say that a lot of that is stemming from the runoff. 1 inch of rain on 1 acre of paved service is 27,000 gallons of stormwater runoff. I did a quick analysis of the McIntosh compressor. I understand that that is a few subjects down. I should probably say that my background here is well. I am qualified, went to school for environmental science and hydrogeology. I worked for the gas company in Erie, Pennsylvania as a young man. I've been a GIS professional. Now I do self-driving, but I can certainly speak to this topic. There are 7 paved acres in my analysis at McIntosh. That produces almost 200,000 gallons of stormwater runoff into Lobbs Run. I have video. I've had people come that have lived here for 60, 70 years that have never seen anything like it. Joe, you've probably been here for a while.
You're right.
You know that the water is increasing. Yep. The stormwater management plan that they have in place that is protecting us is failing. And I would love for someone to go up at the next rainstorm and watch that pool fill, overflow, dump into Lobbs Run. Now we have it on the meeting agenda because that road is washing out. We're talking about building more of these things. We're talking about not having money to fix the roads. Here is an issue with that, right? Doesn't make any sense. Not to me at least. Let's talk about noise as well. One more thing on water. The fact that they put the onus on us as citizens to do water testing is absolutely asinine. For the next 50 plus years, we're going to have to monitor our water. Our home is set for 120 years on a spring aquifer, and it has been serviced perfectly. Now we have to check weekly if it's safe to drink the water coming into our home, feeding our livestock. That's crazy. Insane. The board can make these recommendations. Why put the onus on the citizens? Someone explain that. It doesn't make any sense. It's laughable. I actually cannot believe that they stood up here and said that from EQT. What a joke. Let's talk about noise. So obviously on complaints, I found out at the last meeting they were going to aim that sound wall directly at our house. That sucks. I understand that it will be quiet in time, right? We're going to have a year or two of construction. Who knows if they expand more? Still, it's pointed right at us. I think also more concerning, I was unaware that the access road is now a staging area for trucks. Trucks make a lot of noise. Big diesel trucks sitting, running all day. Also, pollution coming in from that as well. So going to air pollution, right? We have the trucks, we have fracking. We know that this produces significant chemicals into the air. Has the board made a recommendation to do any air monitoring at all? You said you have 31 conditions. I believe it's 31. Is that one of them, sir?
No, because that's not within our purview.
Is that something that you asked for?
No.
Why did you not
Because
ask
that's
for
not
it?
enforceable. We would lose in court on that condition.
That's a weird argument. Why would you not ask for it?
Why ask for a condition that we know we'll lose in court on where we go?
Everything for you is going right to court. Why don't we? They came here and said, we want to be good neighbors, we want to be brothers. Is that an unreasonable ask? We have homes within 200 feet of that well pad. Just saying, that does not seem to be that unreasonable to me. I do believe that we should have some sort of air quality monitoring in place. We have children in this community. We have winds blowing. We have homes in very close vicinity. Additionally, we're in a valley. That air sits. Let's not become the next Clairton, right? All right, let's talk a little bit as well. My notes here. So we've heard a lot of complaints. Obviously, I had quite a list up here. There's many more. I don't even necessarily want to go into all of it today. We could stay here all night, and I don't think that's the intent of it. I think everyone is very well aware of the issues of pollution and fracking. If you are not, I highly encourage you. I have several reports here. In the interest of time, I'm not going to sit and read them out, but they are very, 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 very concerning. I think that the board needs to weigh that in. As I noted, right, this is going to affect this community for decades to come, and you will not be here. You have this moment. We can make a change here today. You can ask these people to do right by this community. That seems to be perfectly well within your reason. Will you win that in a court of law? Maybe not. But you have the right to ask, and you should. Okay? My final point here, right, with all these complaints. What is the benefit of this to our town? Is there a cost benefit at all? Is there a financial impact study? What are the risks? Do they outweigh the costs? We're sitting here, we're talking about closing roads. Closing roads because we don't have the money. I have never lived in a community in which I've heard that. And I'm not saying that that's your fault at all. I don't know. I'm new here. I don't understand. But we're allowing this development to happen. What are we getting out of it? Are we getting anything? Is there any fiduciary benefit to this community? And the reason that I asked, there was a study done, Ohio River Valley Institute. They looked at 22 counties and have found that over 90% of income generated from this fracking activity leaves the community. So I'm asking you today, and I hope that you know, what benefit are we getting by allowing these operations to occur within the township? Do we know?
You want to answer?
I would like, this is a discussion, not a lecture.
The property owners, obviously, that are in these leased units get royalties. But then, under state law, the drillers are required to pay impact fees to the townships.
Okay.
Where they drill these conventional wells.
How much impact fees are we getting, and do we have a plan to
Ours are
allocate those
minor
out?
right now because we don't have much drilling going on. I can tell you the townships that had massive drilling with multiple units, Chartiers Township, Cecil Township, Hopewell Township, Independence Township, their impact fees were anywhere from $400,000 to $700,000 a year, payable the first week of July of each year.
Okay.
And that's on their public register. You can see what kind of impact fee money came into Washington County and the various townships, based upon the number of conventional wells. And it's payable over, I believe, a 15-year life for each well.
Okay. So I would ask the town, is that value of money, and again, it sounds like we don't even have that yet today, so this is a theoretical number. Is that enough to warrant the development of this in this community? Is this going to benefit our community?
Take a look at Mingo Park. Do you know where Mingo Park is?
I do know where Mingo Park
Okay,
is.
do you see all the really nice bathrooms down in Mingo Park?
Sure.
Do you know where they're from?
No?
EQT.
Have you seen all the folks that water in Mingo?
EQT paid for all the parks.
Sir, have you seen all the folks that water in Mingo? They contaminated the wells. Who cares about a bathroom? You're not going to need to pee if you don't have water, man. I'm not trying to be funny, you know?
But did you see Cross Creek? Do you know what Cross Creek is?
No.
Take a ride out and look at Cross Creek. That is from a drilling company.
That
What
does
Cross
not-
Creek did out, the amount of money that came from the drilling,
Sure.
what they did to Cross Creek out there. Cross Creek is a lake. And they put all new docks in, all new, I mean, Cross Creek benefited hugely from the drilling. I mean, just massive.
I don't know if that helps when you don't have water. I don't know if that helps
Yeah.
when you have cancer.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, seriously, Governor Wolf has invested, and who cares about his politics, right? Not saying I like the guy. Invested $2.5 million because of the spike in rare children cancer near fracking sites. Who cares if we have a lake? Go swim in the Mon. That's polluted too. But I mean, seriously, you're holding up a shiny object to distract away from what the real issue is.
So, what's your first name?
Jay.
Jacob.
Yeah.
Thank you for these points. And I see, Solicitor Sweat, furiously writing, not furiously, but feverishly writing down all the notes as well. This has to be taken under consideration. I would like the board to enter into discussion, but I don't wanna cut you short. Do you have any other points?
I think I've made my points. I would encourage anybody in this room, if you would like to see some actual studies of the impact, very happy to share and talk. Again, I feel somewhat qualified to discuss this matter. Board, I hope you take this quite seriously. Again, you have the power to, and I understand what you're saying, Mr. Sweat, you might lose in court, but you still have the power to make these recommendations to try to represent the future of this community for long after you are here. Take that gravity and take it seriously.
I'd like an opportunity to ask you.
Oh, sure.
Sure.
You're on spring-fed water for your home.
Yes, sir.
How far are you from public water?
It's right up at the top of the hill.
Any reason you don't wanna hook up to that?
It was never hooked up to my house.
I'm asking, is there any reason you don't wanna hook up to it?
I think the obvious answer would be money. There's a significant expense for me to connect 800 feet away to a city tap. Oil and gas money might be coming in. I don't have any leases. Nothing's coming to me. I don't want money. I want water. I want safety.
In regards to your, and I appreciate your comments, but I'm a little sensitive to washout. I'm a contractor and I'm trying to fix roads.
Understandable.
There's no gas wells, coal bluff washed out. There's no new development washed out. Most of our washouts are from freak rains.
Sure.
And what any contractor, and I'm not defending EQT, has to go through now for Washington County Conservation District approval is brutal. They're not even doing 100 years, it's unbelievable what they're doing. They're retaining water. But I do appreciate what you said there, Lodge Run is, washed down.
Sir, I'd like you to
I myself
reconsider.
don't give it the total Macintosh is the problem there.
I would like you to reconsider what you just said and look at it from a different perspective. We are having washout on Cold Bluff without this stuff being built. Now we're talking about building this stuff. Take that problem that you just described and supplant it, exacerbate it. Because we're paving more regions with inadequate stormwater plans.
See, that's where I'll disagree with you. With Washington County approving it, you'll have less runoff.
I disagree.
We have to control it. And understand what you're saying, gas well, and don't wanna live there. How long have you lived there?
3 years.
3 years. You know, there's a power plant right over the hill from you. You worried about them firing up
A what?
a power plant?
The El Rama power plant?
Yeah.
I hope to God they do something with that. It's a nightmare. That's never coming back online. You know that. Have you seen that facility?
I worked there.
Yeah, my lord, it's in terrible shape. That's not coming back online. We know that. You may disagree.
I do.
Okay, that's
Just
fine.
asking
We-
if you
we
were
can
aware
disagree.
if the
This
power
is-
plant was there when you bought, that's all. I appreciate your
It was
comments.
there when I bought, and it was not functioning.
Pardon me?
It was not functioning. It was all fine.
I understand that.
Right.
You don't
That's
worry about
not
coming
weird.
back online.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Okay, any other comments for Jacob? Or are we ready to discuss if that's okay? Yep. Okay, so we have a couple things here. Obviously, water pollution